2 weeks left. Week 15, day 39. Introduction to Computers and Information Systems. We talked about information. Again, management, information, data, apps. Talked a little bit about decisions. We talked about information at the home, Internet of Things. Are those things really secure? There is a wide range of ways that information is being used, where we're gathering huge amounts of data and how we use those to live our lives. Apps have allowed us access to data via the internet. Okay, we spend a little more time talking about programming. We talked about e-commerce and finished up with group database. Alright. So the first thing we focused on primarily were talked about all these different types of information systems in your home. You know, we have Alexa that you can talk to. Google has products. There's lots of the Internet of Things. We have so many things connected to the internet nowadays. That should also make us interested in net neutrality. We're not going to talk about that here, but just the status of net neutrality and how that will affect things. And also security. Are all these things that we're using secure? You know, like your thermostat and managing just everything in your house. Alright. So, levels of management need to make decisions, and we talked a little bit about the difference between structured decisions that technology can do and non-structured that humans do. Information that's derived from data. And nowadays we're collecting huge amounts of data. And we can access this via apps on mobile devices. We talked about e-commerce. I use green, represent money. So much money is managed digitally. And we talked about business to business briefly, consumer to business, and consumer to consumer. Businesses exchange digital money all the time via some means, communication means. Customer business, that's changing a lot in the world of how we purchase. Amazon's a great example. And then customer to customer, you know, we have eBay and Craigslist and so forth. And there are other ways too. You can actually transfer money from one phone to another. You're not really transferring it to the phones, you're really transferring it from the banks, but you can do that without actually writing checks. The students looked up, we did a little work here on Bitcoin, Ether, and talked a little bit about blockchains, wallet pay. We talked about Apple Pay, Samsung, PayPal, all these different methods of moving money. Whether you're a small business trying to manage your money, or even big businesses, and these ability to pay using apps on smartphones. Then we talked about, this was, I gave the example of some less developed countries. They have a way you can put some money into an account using your phone, and you just send a text. Now we should know texting does not require access to the internet. You can actually stop into these places, and I should say you manage the money with your phone. You can put money into this account. It's kind of like a bank account, though regular banks don't run it. And to avoid people having to handle a lot of cash, you can use your phone, and you can move money in and out of there with your phone just by texting. So small businesses can actually run and all they need is a phone, and all you need is a phone to buy, and they don't have to be smartphones, because the money moves via a method of texting. So we talked a little bit about that. It was interesting. It was an interesting thing to talk about. Next week we have the hour of code. We got skills based on databases. And then we have artificial intelligence next week. Well, that's it for now.